Hello, and welcome to another First Impression video. I'm Drew Wilson from FreezeNet. Today we're going to be playing the 2001 Steam game Half-Life Blue Shift. This is the other major expansion to the original Half-Life game. So, I've got 10 minutes on the clock. Let's check this one out. And I did manage to finish playing the other expansion, and it was okay. Not amazing, but it wasn't bad either. Some issues with the rope system and stuff, but that's about it. So I have finally fulfilled the actual...
Welcome to the Black Mesa Hazard Course for Security Guard Training. I'll be your holographic guide to assist you in your training. Begin by putting on your vest and helmet. You'll find this equipment in the next room. Whenever you see one of these buttons, press it and I'll repeat instructions or show you how things are done.
Yeah, so basically I finally fulfilled the promise I had in the first video.
Armor vest and helmet. These will help protect you against any physical threat you may encounter while performing your duties. When your armor becomes too damaged to be useful, you'll need to find a fresh vest or helmet to protect yourself.
There we go.
Moving around in your armor may be a little tricky at first. Take a moment to get a feel for moving around. Once you get comfortable with this, proceed to the next section just around the corner.
Alright, let's go for this. Yep. 2001. Simpler times, eh?
The first move you'll need to practice is jumping. You'll have to get over all three of these obstacles in order to proceed. It helps to get a running start.
Good work. Please proceed to the next area.
Now, there was one thing to note about this game, like at least the previous game, crouch jumping. So you jump and you crouch, and you can get up to higher places, and that kind of tripped me up in the previous game.
You'll need to duck under the next set of obstacles. When you crawl in a crouched position, you can move.
Yeah, let's fly through
I
this.
hardly noticed you. On to the next area.
Now, try combining moves. You'll need to jump, duck, and then jump again.
Good work. You look prepared for the next station.
To get into these pipes, you'll need to perform a duck jump. You'll want to stand right at the mouth of the pipe. While moving forward...
Yeah, this wasn't really clear in the previous game. It always feels like a glitch, these duck jump things.
Nice work.
So... there we go. Yep. Little loading things. It always sounded like a guitar when I was going
Walk
through those.
directly into the ladder, look up, and continue moving forward. If you want to climb back down, move backward. The next 4 jumps get more difficult each time. Don't worry if you miss the last one a few times. Just climb up and do it again. If you can make all the jumps. If you keep falling short, you may be jumping too soon.
There we go. Second try, that's not bad. It's been a while since I played this anyway. There we go.
To start the lift, walk up to the button and press the use key while facing it. Now you're up here, there's only one way down. Find the target on the floor below and do your best to hit it. You may take some damage from the fall, but don't worry about it. We'll give you some first aid in the next section.
Yeah, intentionally making you get damaged so you can learn this stuff.
You'll find medical kits like this one throughout the Black Mesa Research Facility.
And hold the
For your health,
actual
walk up to a med kit,
button.
then press and hold your use key. Your health will recover gradually until you're at full health.
Guess I'm going a
or until
little
the kit is
fast.
depleted.
That's okay.
Once the light goes out, a
F
med
is
kit cannot be
flashlight.
reused.
Cool.
You may also find HEV charging stations, such as this one, throughout the facility. These stations, however, can only be used by qualified science personnel wearing powered hazardous
Yeah, I think this
environment.
series really took
So
off
they
on
will
the
be
second game, to be
inaccessible to you
perfectly
during your
honest. It's it's okay. Like, the first games, they're okay. You could tell their developers are still kind of getting a groove, and it was early times too. So I mean, when you only have so many tools to work with, back in the early days.
Spin that bridge, walk up to the control wheel, and press the use key.
Yeah, you have to hold it, and it gradually unrotates.
Great job.
Yeah, nothing too like out of the
Sometimes
ordinary.
you'll need to rely on quick reflexes to get around. Try jumping this gap on your own. What you really need to do is push the box down into the pit. Pushing is easy. Just move forward into the box. You can push it into position.
There we go. Physics
If you can't
things.
push an obstacle out of the way, you might try pulling it. To pull a box,
Pull.
move up to it and press your use key.
I forgot about that actually.
Move backwards, and the box will be pulled with you.
And it always flicks to a different direction. I remember now. It's been a while since I've did that though. Yeah, and always remember that those boxes are breakable. So you can get critical items. I kind of forgot that when I played the last game, and I had a hard time getting through it. It seemed like a really difficult game, but once I remembered, oh yeah, there's breakables.
Nothing else works.
Yeah.
You can try breaking things that block your path. Pick up the crowbar and smash your way through the box.
There we go. Yeah. I don't think there's anything that's really all that surprising. F. And stepped on a cockroach. Slightly glitchy, because it flicks off right away instead of just going partway across there.
Remember, your flashlight will lose power over time, so switch it off when you don't need it. When the flashlight is on... Welcome to the Black Mesa Training Target Range. You'll get a chance to fire your weapon, reload, and fire the attached grenade launcher. Collect your equipment and proceed to the firing station.
Alright.
You'll need to hit every target to complete the course. If you miss, don't worry about it. The targets will keep moving until you manage to score a hit. If you want to get through the target range as quickly as possible, try reloading during pauses instead of letting your gun run out of ammunition.
R is reload. Okay.
To fire the grenade launcher, use the alternate fire button. Some targets can only be destroyed by lobbing grenades.
Yeah, this is where
Start the sequence in
the
5,
where it just
4,
says use
3,
this key instead of actually saying what the key
1.
is. Two. See if I got it. 3. 4. Where? Ah. Didn't realize that. There we go.
Completed the Black Mesa Training Target Range. You may advance to the next area.
There
Your
we
heads-up
go.
display will let you know when oxygen becomes critical. That means you'll need to find some clean air to breathe. As you swim through this course, your blood oxygen levels will begin to drop. At the midpoint,
Okay.
you'll be given an opportunity to surface for air.
There we go.
Swim up to the surface. You regain health lost from holding your breath too long once you've made it to the surface for air. Go ahead and swim on to the next section.
Okay. Oh, I'm supposed to go that way. Gotcha. Yeah. And I bet, like, most people who watch these videos anyway, it's like, oh, these graphics are so bad. But back in the day, this was actually pretty darn good.
Steam, you'll see damage icons come up in your heads-up display. Proximity to radiation activates a Geiger counter and radiation display in your helmet. Many other biological and chemical hazards are also indicated in your heads-up display.
Alright. There we go. Jump through that.
Please proceed to the next section.
Gotcha. Elevator's pretty standard fare. Well, I kind of hoped I would actually manage to blow through the entire, training area, but I think that's got to be most of it right there, right?
Lead a scientist into the next room. He will open the door that leads back into the transit system.
Yeah, and that's it for the first 10 minutes. Yeah, most of the way through the training areas. The the actual leading people and getting people to do things, that's also been it's actually a fairly standard thing by this point in time for this series. Yeah, I think the last one you had like medical personnel, so you could hold down the use key to get them to heal you, which wasn't that necessarily that clear, but you could actually do that in the previous game. Wouldn't be surprised if it made an appearance this time around. There was engineers as well that could cut through doors, that sort of thing. But I think, yeah, that's generally it for the most part for how this game plays. So, yeah, hopefully that gives you an idea of how the game is actually played. I know I didn't necessarily get into like the actual game itself, but at the very least, though, maybe this will give you an idea of how it plays anyway. So, yeah, I wanted to actually hear from you. What did you think of Half-Life Blue Shift? One of the criticisms I've been hearing was that it was a very short game. Do you agree with the criticism that it's a bit of a short game, or did you like it nevertheless, or maybe you didn't like it for other reasons? Yeah, let us know in the comments below. And for those of you who have kind of played like Half-Life, but not necessarily this expansion, does this kind of look like an interesting idea? I think you can kind of tell that you're doing this from the perspective of the security guards this time around. The last one was actually from the perspective of the soldiers in the events that unfolded in the first Half-Life game. So does that sound like an interesting concept to you? If maybe you'd be interested in playing that, or maybe you just didn't get around to this game and this is a good reminder, maybe you should check this out while you still can. So yeah, let us know in the comments below if this kind of looks like an interesting game. And for those of you who haven't played any of the games at all, does this look like kind of an interesting throwback game to check out? Or does the graphics and how that plays, is that just, it's just too old for you and you don't want to, it's not something you would want to actually try in the first place? Yeah, let us know in the comments below what you thought about that. So if you want to support this channel, there are plenty of ways you can do that. You can drop us a like and let us know, hey, you're doing a great job, keep up the good work. And you can also subscribe to the YouTube channel. And actually, I wanted to make a quick note that we actually went over 25 subscribers recently. So I wanted to give you a huge thanks for getting this channel this far. I know these days, 25 subscribers doesn't sound like much, but it does mean a lot to me, and I really do appreciate it. So thank you so much for getting the channel that far. So if you haven't subscribed already, you can do so and turn on notifications to get real-time updates. It's the fastest way you can actually find out if we've uploaded something new. But if not, if you have other channels you want to more closely follow, that's okay too. I mean, you can just subscribe, and it helps out the channel so much. So just some options for you there. You can also, another free way you can support the channel is check out our website, freezenet.ca. It has all the latest in music reviews, video game reviews. We have news. We have a full-fledged wiki for music exploration, so you don't even get my opinion on that sort of stuff. So cool stuff to check out there. You can also subscribe to our Patreon page, patreon.com/freezenet. You can get cool insider information. You can get advanced episodes of our podcast and find out what games are we going to be checking out in the future. Patrons knew that we're going to be playing this game. You can also do our you can also drop us a little one-time donation via our coffee page at coffee.com/freezenet. So plenty of ways you can support us. So I guess that is all for now, and until next time, keep it cool.